I haven't actually watched any of The Walking Dead ever, so I'm going into this as blind as possible. I don't know anything about the characters. I don't know if their perks are going to work, but I don't really care about that right now. Um, but I do want to go over the perks. I do want to go over the killer changes and the perk changes, all that kind of thing.
God.
Um, I did hear about one change that I'm really not happy about. That's I'm gonna get into because it's a perk I've been really enjoying lately, and it's being nerfed, and I'm mad now. So,
No, I definitely.
um, let's see here though. Let's look at Apocalyptic Ingenuity. We have Survivor Rick Grimes. After unlocking or rummaging two chests, press the ability button for 8 seconds next to a broken pallet to build a fragile pallet. Oh, it's just party pallets in the main game mode. I mean, party pallets are kind of garbage, and they're not the type of party pallets where you can just shit it out. Yes, pig buffs. I did hear about that. I will get to it here in a second, Pixel. Also, hi, how you doing? New perk, come and get me. After unhooking a survivor while crouched and idle, press the ability button to make injured and dying survivors within 24 meters leave no scratch marks or pools of blood for 15 seconds. You scream, the killer sees your aura for 5 seconds.
At any point, it sounds more skin manifestation.
I don't know why though. Babysitter is just better. You get additional haste and you get the same effect. I don't see a reason why you'd use this perk unless you really want to draw the killer's attention. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds the killer while you are injured within 24 meters, your grunts of pain, scratch marks, and pools of blood are reduced by 100% for third. So you go entirely silent for 30 seconds. But it's a teamwork perk. Those are interesting. That would literally just be Pixel. That would quite literally just be what's it called babysitter all over again. It would literally be the exact same perk.
No, that's
Aside from the endurance, but that would literally be a duplicate perk. Oh, hey, my thing is not working. What? Oh, no. Anyway. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. And then we have Conviction for Michonne. It's on Unhook, yeah. After you have healed one survivor while down with at least 25% recovery, press ability 2 to recover instantly. You gain broken and then go down after 30 seconds. Huh. Actually, that's really funny. I like that. This is really ballsy. Like, if you go down and another friend goes down while trying to pallet save you, you can get up, do a pallet save, piss off, and then die again in another corner. I really like this one. I might start using the perk a lot because that's really funny. New perk, Last Stand. After spending 60 seconds in the killer's terror race while not in chase, when you fast vault, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. After being used, this perk is... Okay. So, once you earn this, after your first successful fast vault, after this activates, you will stun the killer for 3 seconds. That can either be disgustingly good or it's going to be really bad because 2.5 meters is very finite. And then Teamwork Throwdown. Whenever you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 6, 8, 10 seconds. How much endurance are we talking? Oh, it's probably the same duration, actually. You see aura and endurance. Wow, okay. It does require you to stun or blind the killer for someone else. But I wonder if this applies to the person coming off a killer's shoulder for a... What's it called? Flashlight blind. Stand, get pallet save, refuse to elaborate, die. Yep. Exactly, 100%. This is what I really wanted to get into because I've heard every single one of his add-ons got changed. I am so excited to read through this. I've heard a couple, but I haven't read through all of them. So let's take a look. His default range was increased from 8 meters to 10 meters with Punishment of the Damned. Rights of Judgment duration was doubled to 10 seconds from 5. Rights of Judgment trail lifetime was increased to 90 from 75. Rights of Judgment movement speed was decreased from 4.4 to 4.2 meters per second. The inputs for Rights of Judgment, Punishment of the Damned, and sending a survivor to a cage can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. That's nice. Thanks for stopping by, Pixel. Appreciate you. I actually really like this. The input buffer, or as... I do like that. Survivors now get haste and endurance after being uncaged, and they brought up the blood point score for rescuing from a cage up in line with unhooking someone, because this was the same pointage before, and now it's increased. Alright, now we get to read the add-ons. This is going to be the fun part. Lead Ring now increases Punishment of the Damned's range by 25%, so from 10 to 12.5 meters, and decreases its width by 25%. Okay. So it's longer, but narrower. So you have to actually be a little bit more accurate. But you can get longer hits. Copper Ring now increases the maximum duration by 5 seconds. It was 1. That was a really garbage add-on. I'm glad they actually just gave it a numbers buff. Cinderella's Music Box now decreases the cooldown by 10%, which is honestly negligible. I think the cooldown for swinging with Punishment of the Damned is... It's either 2.7 seconds or 3 seconds, just like every other killer power. So, this could be nice, but I don't think it's necessary. It's not going to be used a lot. Forgotten Videotape now increases the speed at which Punishment of the Damned travels by 10%. That can be good? 10%? Wow. Oh. I don't know what the actual value for this is. Hold up. Let me go... Here, this. Maybe we'll, power Rights of Judgment. And this is gonna get changed. Maybe we'll get, like, an actual duration... Walking torment mode, charging torment mode. What? That's not what I'm looking for. Attack open time 0.3 seconds. Attack hit time 0.6 seconds. Attack cooldown time is 2.25 seconds. Oh wow. Okay, so 10% of 2.25. Okay. Initiation penalty. It doesn't say how much, It doesn't say, like, its actual speed. It just says that the opening time is 0.3 seconds. Which, you could do math to do that, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah, that
Wax Doll now increases range by 5%, was originally 12.5%, so they brought it down with the base kit up buff. That's fine. Spearhead rework now reveals the aura of the rescuer when a survivor is saved from a cage for 8 seconds. This can be used to locate those cages, or at least if you don't want people getting tunneled. By the time you get over to them, I don't think that's a good add-on, but alright. Leopard Print Fragment now decreases the duration of stuns while using Rights of Judgment by 15%. Are you telling... Does this just mean when you get pallet slapped while planting your sword in the ground, you get stunned for less time? It's not really a substantial amount of time for it to be considered good, but it's okay. I'd have to see it in person, see what it looks like. Mannequin Foot, now the Rights of Judgment trails inflict exhausted for 10 seconds. That can be good. Valtiel sex photograph now decreases your tear radius by 2 meters for each survivor affected by torment. Whoa. I mean, if you're good at getting the torment on survivors, that's 8 meters. That would bring his tear radius down to 24 meters. And then you can stack it with monitor and go down to 16. That could be fun. Burning Man painting now reveals the aura survives on 3 meters for 6 seconds upon missing an attack. Is that 3 meters from you or 3 meters from where the attack lands? Either way, that's going to be really good. And then you can just slap on Lethal Pursuer, get another 2 seconds on that. Tablet of the Oppressor now grants undetectable while using Rites of Judgment, so when you're drawing the trail, you're now undetectable. Misty Day Remains of Judgment now reveals the auras of survivors injured by punishment. Okay, so if you hit them, you also get aura from this add-on. Now causes survivors inflicted by torment to spawn Rites of Judgment trails when they sprint. These trails last for 5 seconds. What? I can see this being really good if you sneak up on a group of survivors on a gen, you hit one of them, and then they all run in the same direction. Torment everyone. But that's a very niche scenario. I don't think this is going to do much otherwise. Rust-colored egg now causes punishment of the damned hits to replenish Rites of Judgment's charge by 30%. Okay. Lost Memories book now causes survivors injured by punishment of the damned to become oblivious for 80 seconds. Obsidian Goblet now allows punishment of the damned to destroy pallets and breakable walls, but increases cooldown by 20%. That's just a zoning add-on. I think it's cool, but I wonder if, like, you hit someone that's vaulting a pallet, you break the pallet and get damage. And then Iridescent Seal of Metaton decreases punishment of the damned's range by 50%, so 5 meters. Punishment of the damned's range increases by creating Rites of Judgment trails up to a maximum of 200%. So this increases to a maximum of 20 meters or 15 meters. I guess that's more testing that has to be done. I think that's going to be really good. Especially if you're undetectable and you're going for a cross map on someone. I think that can be really good. Like, from 15 meters away, they won't hear a tear radius. I think the drawing sound, like the stone grinding sound from drawing the sword, I think that is only audible for up to 10 meters. So this could be really funny with an undetectable build. I'm tired of being depressed. I'm hopping on DVD. Okay, Scorch. Now we have Clown. Increase the haze effect of the Afterpiece antidote to 12% was 10. Increase the spread of the antidote gas clouds. Decrease the time it takes for the gas cloud to activate. Decrease the hindered effect to 12%. Decrease the hindered effect linger time to 1 second. Oh, thank God. That makes Clown more tolerable to play against, but he is getting increased movement speed while reloading, decreased time it takes to reload, input buffering on reloading and charging a throw, decrease the time it takes to reload. This is a pretty substantial nerf for Clown. I don't think this... Realistically, there's a 1% difference. Like, you lose 3% here, you gain 2% here. You're losing a full percentage speed, but it's not going to matter much. It's only 1%. But it'll have to defend because instead of moving at 88%, sorry, I should say it this way. Instead of moving 85% speed for 2 seconds outside the gas cloud, now you move at 88% for 1 second outside the gas cloud, which is a lot more distance that survivors are going to get to have come back. VHS porn now increases the size and spread of the Afterpiece tonic, so the purple one, by 10%. Oh, wait, they removed the color swapping one? That kind of sucks. That one was funny. It was useless, but it was funny. Solvent Jug now increases invigoration duration by 0.5 seconds, so that's a nerf. Increases hindered penalty by 2% was 4, that's a nerf. That was brought in line because of base kit. That was brought in line because it was base kit. That was brought in line because it was a base kit. This is a really substantial nerf. Cigar Box now reveals auras within 6 meters instead of 16. And what this does is that when you're invigorated, survivor or killer, you see the aura of the other team while you're invigorated. Ether 15% now increases the duration of intoxication by 0.5 seconds. That's a nerf. That's actually a substantial nerf considering the base duration was lowered. And this is a purple add-on. A 0.5 second change for a purple add-on is bad, to say the least.
This is the rare one. Uh-oh.
Garish Makeup Kit will now increase the duration of a... Yeah, so again,
That was the rare one.
this is brought in line for base kit
That was
because
the
that lasts
rare
longer.
one.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
That was the death. That was the death angel.
Yeah, no, actually, no, this is just a nerf too. Clown got a lot of nerfs. He's like a high C, low B tier killer, and he got that many nerfs. Oh, dude, that guy's cooked. I think what Clown needs, he needs
It's fun.
more of a total rework versus an add-on pass like this because he's not fun to play against, honestly. A lot of survivors don't like playing against him. I don't think this is definitely not going to help Clown at all, obviously. But it is going to change how he plays and how he's played against. As for the pig, let's see, we have increased... Okay, so we have a... Ambush movement speed was increased. A very minor amount. Crouch movement speed was increased to 4 meters. Okay, so now you no longer lose distance when crouch. Decreases the time it takes to crouch and uncrouch. Okay, that's nice. So that's John's medical file. Increase the witch at which Terrius fades. Input buffering for the pig. Blood point score, and change blood point category. Oh, there you go. John's medical file was increased, or it was nerfed as part of its now base kit. Last will was brought down because base kit and base kit. Workshop grease no longer decreases the miss attack cooldown, which is fine. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, pig got an overall buff easily. She needs it. We have some changes for night, which increases the max patrol path length to 38 meters, was 32. Creation speed to 15 meters per second was 13.8. Increased patrol path acceleration by 2 times. Okay. Strafe speed is increased to 100%. Okay, so you no longer lose speed when going left to right. Increase the standard spawn time of the counter effects to 8 seconds was 5. And decrease the spawn time of the assassin standard from 4 to 4 from 5. And the jailer from 10 to 4. Oh my god, the jailer got butchered. Jailer's dead. He's just dead. Now keep in mind, you do have to remember these are the base kit, like the base times for the minimum patrol path, because the longer the path you get, the longer the patrol path, the more time gets added. I think it's up to 150% extra. So at max, we're looking at 10 seconds here, 10 seconds here, and about 20 seconds here. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, Call to Arms was just made base kit with these changes up here, so Call to Arms was brought down. Oni got a change. Demon Strike turn rate limit during the open phase of the attack to 540 degrees was actively disabled. Okay, that's not going to matter. That's not going to do anything. Unless it's bugged, it's not going to do anything. Fog Vials. Press the use item button to release a cloud of fog, suppressing scratch marks and auras and decreasing visibility and audible sounds within its radius. Recharges over time. I don't know how I feel about that. Each fog vial shares the following parameters. Has 1 charge, has 33% opacity, and has a 10-meter radius. Fog vial item variants. Apprentice's fog vial, so the brown add-on, or the brown item. Recharges after 70 seconds, lasts for 8 seconds, and reaches maximum size after 2 seconds. Artisan's fog vial, so this is going to be the green one. Reaches maximum size after 1.5 seconds, lasts 10 seconds, recharges in 65 seconds. Vigo's fog vial, the blue one, reaches maximum size after 1.2 seconds, lasts 12 seconds, recharges 60 seconds. Okay. Oh, there's only 5 add-ons? Volcanic Stone decreases recharge time by 5 seconds. Reactive Compound decreases fog cloud expansion time by 1 second. Increases lifetime by 2 seconds. Increases maximum size by 2 meters. Decreases visibility and sounds within the fog cloud. So, I need an actual number for this. Because up here it says we have a 33% opacity. So, it's going to be thicker, which means you're going to be able to see less. And the audio is going to be even further reduced. Which we don't have a number for the audio, but oh well, I guess. Survivor item rework for the key. Press and use the item to start channeling the key. Once fully channeled, consumes 1 charge to reveal auras of survivors in a range for a set duration. Okay, so it has a limited amount of uses now instead of having a durability like it had before. While near a locked chest, press the use item button to quickly open the chest, uncommon key or higher. So you can't use the broken key for I'm betting. Considering it's a common item. Consumes 1 charge to open the chest. Guarantees an item of blue or higher quality. Unlocking a key with a chest reveals its aura in yellow to other survivors in range. Excuse me. One other survivor can rummage through the unlocked chest once, guaranteeing an item of rare or higher. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have a lot more items in play. While performing the rummage action, the rummaging survivor's aura appears to the key holder. While near a closed hatch, press and use the item button to unlock it, uncommon or higher, consumes 1 charge. The key item is no longer destroyed upon the survivor completing the interaction and escaping the trial. Okay, so that's nice that you don't lose your key anymore. But I like this. If they get greedy and use all the key charges in the trial, they can't use it to unlock the hatch. Because now it takes resource. Broken key reveals the aura size within 48 meters for 8 seconds. 6 charges? So you're telling me these guys will get a 64-meter bond range for 10 seconds 6 times a match? That can be huge, but it's... I don't know. I don't like... I either want the charges reduced or I want the time reduced. I think the time is fine. I think it should have 4, 3, and 4. I don't think they should have 5 and 6 charges. Let's look at key item add-ons. Key charges are increased by 1. Decrease the time to channel the key by 35%. Increase the duration of auras revealed. Unique wedding ring is still here. That's nice. I like that add-on. That's a funny one. Blood Amber. Ooh. Blood Amber. Rarity was increased to visceral, so instead of being purple, it's red now. Using the key reveals the killer to you and you to the killer. Reduces the aura reveal time by 6 seconds. So you get 4 seconds of aura reveal with the skeleton key. And reduces the number of charges by 2. Okay, so that brings it down to 4 uses. Survivor item rework for the map. Yep, same thing. You channel it and consume a charge, 1 charge at a time. While revealing auras, press the use item button to create a beam of light at your location. Generated within 32 meters of the beam or revealed to all survivors. Beam of light is visible and audible to survivors only. So that add-on's good. Cryptic map, brown map. Reveal aura of pallets and windows within 24 meters for 10 seconds 4 times. Green map, 32 meters. So this is just the base kit windows of opportunity perk for 12 seconds each time, 5 uses. Okay, so survivors can bring an item to basically have a 5th perk, which windows of opportunity is probably one of the strongest. Yeah, windows of opportunity is probably one of the strongest survivor perks just for how it works. And then this one works for even further. This is the event map, but this downside doesn't mean jack diddly. Glowing ink increases the duration of auras revealed by the map for 2 seconds. Charges, maximum range. Okay, so you have to have an add-on to reveal totems. And then crimson stamp. Killer's aura is revealed within 8 meters of the beam of light. Oh, what the? Reduces the beam of light duration by 10 seconds. Reduces the number of charges by 2. Hold on. What was the beam's regular duration?
Yes.
It's probably gonna be the same. So like you can't use that add-on in the brown map. You can't use it very much on these. This I don't know how to feel about that add-on. I'll have to see it in action. Other add-ons were all retired. Insidious was decreased and now activates faster. Hubris is now active for longer. Dragon's Grip has a shorter cooldown. Hangman's Trick reveals auras faster. Overwhelming Presence has a full rework. When a survivor starts using an item within 32 meters of you, they gain exhausted for 15 seconds. When a survivor within 32 meters of you gains exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor's aura for 2, 3, 4 seconds. The perk has a 25-second cooldown. Huh. That's actually a usable... That's really usable. That's actually kind of good. This perk was, like, really bad, but now that's actually kind of good. Franklin's Demise. Increase the aura range on dropped items by double. No longer causes dropped items... Oh, Okay, Franklin's is dead. Franklin's is dead. No one's using that. That's shit now.
What happened to Franklin's?
They
Demise?
took away the decreased charge time.
Oh.
So the items no longer rot.
It's pretty mid.
Honestly, it was a really good thing against the healing, against medkits. Potential energy no longer requires a minimum time to repair, and you get tokens faster. Okay, they made it 1-to-1. That's good. Decreases the time it takes to raise a pallet from any means. Better Together no longer has a range limit, and the duration is increased. Still Sight activates much faster. Okay, that can actually be that can be good now. Still Sight can be good now. Built to Last, decrease the time spent in the locker. Okay, so Built to Last activates faster. Appraisal got a 4th token, and each chest can now be rummaged twice.
That's changed.
Streetwise got a full rework. The first time you deplete an item with charges, see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. Items with charges retreat from chests have 60, 70, 80% more charges. Detective's Hunch increased the ordering duration to 20 seconds. And maps no longer track revealed objects. Deja Vu, maps no longer track revealed generators. Okay, so Deja Vu didn't get a numbers change. It's good. I was actually really scared about Deja Vu. I was about to say, if Deja Vu got a numbers buff, I was actually going to cry. That perk is horrendous. When only 2 survivor remains, letting 2 struggle skill checks pass without any input will immediately skip to the sacrifice sequence. Thank you! We needed that back. Players have access to a new preset system. We now have loadouts and cosmetics are individual, and we now have 7 presets. Players can use a drop-down to choose the one they want to use. Presets can be renamed. Hotkeys for spectating. A marker has been added to the HUD to show which player is being spectated. In custom games, the killer power icon is shown to represent the player, and the hotkey to switch the view to them. The icon can be toggled off in settings. When joining as a spectator after escaping or being killed, the HUD will still show all players that had joined the match in their final state. Okay, that's nice. Not really. Gameplay expansion, area expansion, the Fallen Refuge. More space to chase survivors or loot the killer. Small reference to a narrative universe where the dead roam the world has been added. Bug fixes. Fix an eye with a beam of light. Fix an issue. Characters. Bug. I'm looking for something specific in the bug changes because I heard something was in here and I don't like it. If it's true, where is it? Fixed an issue where using a killer power to vault would trigger the Unbound perk. You cannot be shitting me. Oh my god. They actually nerfed Unbound. Again.
They nerfed what?
They nerfed Unbound again.
Bruh.
So killer powers like Wesker Vault and Legion Vault, they don't trigger Unbound anymore.
Really?
Yep.
Damn,
If they're gonna go that route, they need to if they're gonna do this, they need to bring the speed back up to 10%. 7% was fine because you could do it on vaulting killers. Now that it doesn't matter, you have to regular vault, they need to bring it back to 10%. There's no reason not to. Oh, dude, I really like that too. Alright. That's damaging. Uh, oh. All right. Well, that's it for the patch notes. We'll have to see what they do when they go live. I'm scared a little bit, honestly. We'll have to see the damage. Bye bye.